Hi there. Today we're going to talk about pulling rope. At Non-Rope Supply, our pulling ropes are a very popular item, and we send these all over the United States to electrical contractors that are going to be using it to pull copper cable or telecom cable through conduit. And we also do a lot of this for lifting and hoisting on anything ranging from tower applications to wind turbines. It's a very popular rope, and it's really great because of its strength and affordability. I'm going to show you how this rope is constructed, and it's really pretty simple. On the outer cover, you'll see that it's a braided polyester sleeve. In this case, we use green tracing lines, which a lot of you have probably seen before. On the inside, it's braided nylon. And when the two work together, you get an extremely strong rope that is great for pulling wire through conduit and any application like that. What you're looking at is a box that a customer sent us with used pulling rope in it. If you're looking here, you can see this thing is full of some 1 inch by probably 1,200 feet of used pulling rope. One end has a splice, the other end does not. If you're using pulling rope on a regular basis, you know it's probably being used on a construction site. And construction sites are full of wear and tear items that really can abuse a pulling rope and put a lot of wear and tear on the pulling rope, especially on the eyes, because this is what's being pulled through that conduit, pulling your fiber or cable or whatever you've got through all that metal piping, and this is where a lot of the wear and tear happens. Occasionally it makes sense to have those ends repaired, especially if it's a large diameter rope like this on a large length, because it's a rather expensive rope. A unique thing about Non-Rope Supply is that we have our own on-site splicing department, and our guys are amazing, and we can typically fix these ropes up. Now, I'll tell you up front, this is some of the hardest rope to splice because the jacket is worn, it's full of concrete dust or dirt and contaminants and things like that. So splicing this rope used is a lot harder than splicing it new. However, it might make economic sense to do it if, in a case like this, where you've got a large diameter rope that's really long, and quite frankly, it would cost a lot of money to replace. It may be cheaper to have us splice a new eye on there. If that's the case, we'll talk to you about it and determine if that's the right route to go. Before you send any rope back to us, we would encourage you to call us at 419-873-8300 and talk to somebody in technical support, and they'd be happy to walk you through the steps of looking at this and saying, hey, can we do it, or is it not a good idea to do? Usually we'll have you take some photos of it, email them to us, and we can kind of get you in the ballpark of whether it's a good idea or not. Here we have some rope that's ready to ship to customers. You can see we've got different sizes here because there's different sizes that people need. At Non-Rope Supply, we stock everything from 3/8 by 300 footers all the way up to 1 inch by 6 and 1 inch by 1,200 footers. A lot of different variety on a lot of different types of rope. But one thing they all have in common is that they come on really heavy-duty American-made spools. This rope is made right here in America. And every pulling rope that you get, no matter what length or what size, is going to come pre-spliced like this. This is a hand splice, and it's very strong. It gives you the strongest termination end on both ends of the rope. So there'll be one here and one tucked inside on this rope. And this way you can hook it through that green lead puller and get a strong pulling job every single time. Sometimes, however, these ropes aren't big enough. Because we make the rope here, you can get something even bigger. This particular customer, for example, needed some 1 inch by 3,000 foot long pulling rope. So if you have special requirements, we can probably fulfill those needs. These two spools are ready to ship, and that's some big rope here. And again, you can see heavy duty spools. We can make it here and get it shipped to you fast. So if you have any questions on pulling rope, or if you'd like to place an order, feel free to give us a call at 419-873-8300, or you can also find these ropes online at knotandrope.com.